Good evening, everybody. I'm Mary O'Connor with the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. Thank you to Alaska Public Media for allowing us to bring you hangar flying. This evening, we are happy to have as our guest Jamie Patterson-Simes. She's the owner of Skytrek Alaska, which was recently recognized by the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association as one of the 2016 Flight Training Excellence Award winners. Skytrek Alaska Flight Training was named one of the outstanding flight schools. Jamie, welcome to Hangar Flying.
Thank you, Mary. It's a pleasure to be here.
Congratulations. This is pretty exciting. You're one of the top flight schools in the United States, not just Alaska, but the United States.
Yes, I was very honored to be chosen as I give all the credit to my students and my customers. They are just an amazing group of people.
Well, this award is even more impressive since you haven't been operating as a flight school for a really long time. I know you were a guest on Hangar Flying when you first started, but can you tell us a little bit about your business and how long the flight school has been in existence?
Well, I started in June of 2014, so it's been almost 2.5 years.
Wow.
So I've really put a lot of effort and energy into my students and helping the business grow and connecting with the aviation population here in Alaska.
What kind of instruction do you offer at Skytrek?
Well, our primary focus right now is on private pilot students, and we do a few instrument students. We have the capability, we have the aircraft to do both of those type of students. So right now we do a lot of ground also.
And explain, now ground school is something that's required for private pilots.
Yes, ground school is required for private pilots, not required, but it's very helpful for them to get that basic knowledge and understanding of aerodynamics, the regulations, and everything that goes into learning how to fly. So it's really important that they have that basic solid foundation of knowledge in order to go forward with their flight training. It's just super helpful.
So I suppose in a structured environment where you are signed up for classes and you have assignments, a person who is interested in learning about flying are not even sure that they wanted to be a pilot, but they could take a ground school course and learn by themselves or with a friend.
They could take an online course. Sometimes people like the structure of an instructor. At Skytrek Alaska, we have a team training model where we have 2 flight instructors who teach the ground school. So we team teach. It's 36 hours, it's 6 weeks, it's twice a week. So it really covers the entire area of all their knowledge areas that they'll need to know in order to pass their FAA written examination.
So you mentioned a team teaching approach. How many instructors do you have?
I have myself as a full-time instructor, and then I have about 4 or 5 part-time instructors who either do ground or they do ground and flying, where they teach ground lessons on the ground, and they also teach in the aircraft.
Okay. And what types of aircraft do you use? You said you could do instrument training as well as primary flight instruction. What kinds of aircraft?
Right. I have 2 aircraft right now. I have a Cessna 150. And
everyone loves those.
Yes, it's been one of my successful. It is one of my. It has been a great trainer. Everybody loves to be in that Cessna 150. It's a very solid trainer. It just has it's a great learning tool, a great teaching tool for myself. And also we have a 172, a Cessna 172. And that has a little bit more advanced avionics. That's used a lot for instrument training. It's also used for people who just want a little bit more room in the airplane. So a little bit heavier, a little bit faster, but people enjoy flying both of those airplanes.
And that might be a good starter airplane for somebody who knows at some point they're going to want a 185 or something a little bit bigger.
Yes, yes. In fact, I have many students who have transitioned from the Cessna 150 and then halfway through the training they'll start in the 172, and then after they get their license I'll start training them in their 182 or their higher performance aircraft. So it's a good training model where they know about how to transition from aircraft to aircraft to something faster and a little bit more powerful. So it's been a great, I love my 2 airplanes.
Well, I think we're going to have to stop about here so that we don't get cut off in the middle of the next conversation. But we look forward to having you back on our next show, and we're going to talk some more about Skytrek and some of the flight training that you do.
Great. Thank you, Mary.
Thanks for being here, Jamie. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed our session on hangar flying today. Please watch us next time, and until then, fly safely.